Hey, everybody. Michelle is here. I'm out and about to go run some errands and do my thing. But I just want you to see. See what's happening? So when I moved into this area, it was more rural. There were trees everywhere. There were wildlife. Like I couldn't believe goats, and people have chickens, roosters. Take a look. Hold on. See, all of this we're losing all of this. These large lands and large plots of land. We're losing all of that. And what they're bringing in is these subdivisions. And these subdivisions that are controlled by homeowners associations who are worse than law enforcement, because they don't look for uniqueness and differences and creativity. They look for people to conform and be robotic, and everybody looks the same, acts the same, talk the same, and that's what they like. A lot of people just want people to be the same. They don't want people to progress and advance and move forward. They just want you to be at their fingertips, be in their control. So a lot of this stuff is being lost, and I'm so glad that I moved into this area before the major changes, because before you know it, things will be changing right before your eyes. And because we're so intentionally overwhelmed, we always miss it all, because we need to rush to work, we need to rush to an appointment, we need to rush to go to a meeting, we need to rush, and nobody has time anymore to enjoy the finer things, or to just enjoy the simpleness. You can still be living in luxury and living in, the best years of your life, but you need nature too. Nature has to be instrumental and a part of it. So we're losing trees. Look at these trees. They're going to eventually fall, because look at them. Because a lot of it is life, the life expectancy, and also the rain rot, and the age is more specifically more of an issue. And the storms, how the storms are becoming so intense that these trees are not in life. Trees, nature in general, are unable to keep up with the change in the climate. And I can look at these. Look at this. This is going to be gone. At some point in the future, you're not going to be able to see this kind of stuff. This openness. See? Look at the openness and the vastness of the universe, and the vastness of your neighborhood, and the vastness of nature. All that stuff is going to be gone. And we're going to wondering what in the hell happened. Look at the animals over there in the corner there. The cows, the livestock, look at them grazing out there. I think what's happening is these owners are attempting to hold on to their land, or they're just waiting for the highest bidder. That's all it takes. It's the highest bidder. And these people sell their property. Stand by. Look at this. Livestock. At some point in the future, they're not going to exist. You're not going to see them. Sometimes I have a poor aim here. See, that's why I moved out here, because of the ranch style homes. They actually look like ranches. There's just a vastness and where you can look out over the land and the world, and contemplate and visualize. You need nature. Nature helps with that. They pick up our energy, and they give us what we need. And what we ought to have wanted more of is more vastness and more more understanding of nature, not of buildings and material things. All that's going to be gone, trust me. When I come back through here, because I'm, like I said, I'm moving out. I'm going to be moving into another area. I haven't decided where yet. I think I'm going to go ahead and just drive. I was talking to, a relative, and they said taking a train may be not as what they show on, on some of these social media. On YouTube and such. Because a lot of people just like to show you the good, but they don't show you the bad and the ugly. And that's how you're supposed to display truthfulness. You show the positive and the negative. You don't always just focus on the positive of everything. All this is going to be gone. See how far you can look out in the distance? That's what I love. And that's what's going to be gone. At some point, all that's going to be gone. You're not going to see none of this. I can guarantee it. Or it's going to all be underwater and turn into a lake or rivers because of the storms. So like I said, enjoy the moment. So I think I probably will drive instead of taking a train. He says that may be better for me so that I can stop whenever I want. And, if I need to get a hotel, I can get a hotel. Look at that. It's all going to be disappearing at some point in the near future where, you're not going to know what a tree looks like, per se, what a real tree is supposed to look like, as opposed to the cows, the birds, the sheep, the goats, bears, coyotes, wolves, OWL. I remember one day I was in my backyard. I think I put this on a video. At night one time I came in. I think I was still working at the time. I came in from work and I think I went outside. So this is what's being replaced, right, by the way, with this stuff here. See that? Communities of, and these housing don't even look structurally sound to me. But I'm no expert on that. But I remember coming home one night, minding my business after work. I think I was working at the time, tired. And all of a sudden I went into my backyard to water my bamboo one night. And I heard an owl, OWL. I heard it loud and clear. And I got a little frightened there because normally we don't have that in Florida. It's very rare. And why would it be in my neighborhood, So sometimes birds do come forward as well. Certain type of animals and come forward and as a reminder, look, this is what's happening, see? All of this eventually is going to be gone. I know it. I can sense it. But sometimes certain animals come forward to either give you, they usually come forward to give you a warning. It's very rare, warnings is what messengers and teachers usually are to alert everyone to. You alert people to the warnings. You don't necessarily want to focus so much on the positives, giving people so much positive, because that's, that comes with the territory. As teachers, we teach for people to learn, to evolve, and expand. Positive is great, but we go extreme all the time with positivity. We go so extreme with positivity. Look at that. And I like this old look, where they got the large land and stuff like that. I like that. But, but now I want to go into, like I said, a city that's a busy city, but it's quaint. Everybody's peaceful there. Everybody's respectful there. Everyone's culturally involved in something. They accept all cultures, all races. Plenty of restaurants, because I love to eat. Plenty of places to eat outdoors. The seasons are relatively, to expect perfect weather all the time is illogical and irrational. But as long as I can be protected from, certain type of seasons of of temperatures. But look at that. And so that's why I like coming this way, because it's so much, and this stuff is being replaced as well, like fake water, sports and stuff like that. I mean, you do what you got to do, and you do what you want to do in your communities. But like I said, I look for the quaintness and people that are culturally accepted. Everyone, there's room for everyone to live and breathe for the most part, and and think about ways to improve each other's cultures, each other's concerns, each other's issues. And then if each culture or like-mindedness can help someone else, that's perfect. That's how we're supposed to be working in perfect harmony. We need to be with like-mindedness. But if like-mindedness can help other groups that are in like-mindedness, that's fantastic. And that's how we know we're not trying to eliminate. See what's happening? We're not, man-made. Man-made is interrupting everything and sticking their hands in everything, developing, wherever they think they please, and don't think the trees and the flowers and plants don't. I can tell there's an issue with them. I remember vibrant, this is May, vibrant colors, the trees and all are swaying to harmony, and just it's in complete harmony and complete cohesiveness, peacefulness. That's what I remember. So I'm glad I had a glimpse of it. Okay, because once again, and so having a glimpse of it, it helps me to visualize my destiny. Okay, because there are going to be places on this planet where, like I said, people are going to be living in paradise, and then there are going to be places on this planet where people are living in complete hell and chaos of their creation because of their thoughts. So I'm thankful that I recognized long ago that there was an issue. I recognized an issue of overpopulation long before anyone told me that there was an issue. I noticed how people were invading people's space. Nobody was giving people proper space. When you're standing in line, people are all in your space, and they're not recognizing that they're invading your space. That's how you know when it's overpopulated, because your energy will let you know when you are invading others' energy and trespassing on other people's energy. And so that's when I knew that there was an issue. I felt it. I felt it. I saw it. I heard it. People, like I said, once you go into a grocery line, test this out on yourself. That's how you know the energy is off. You go to the cash register in anywhere. Go to a cash register in any grocery store, and you see that you're by yourself, and you go to the line and watch. And you look around seconds later, and there's 10 people behind you. That's that disturbance of energy. Everyone's picking up on everyone's energy and thoughts, and we're interfering with each other's quality of life, because our thoughts are swinging. You don't recognize that your thoughts are. You say, "Oh God, let me get to this." If you're rushing around, let me hurry and get to the cash register and get checked out. Everyone else is going to do the same thing. Why? Because they're picking up on that energy that you're putting out in your thoughts. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, it is real. This is what's killing us too. Stand by and see if I can get it. All that concrete. So, I love driving. But I wanted to do the train because I thought it would be a way that I can kind of enjoy, my scenery per se, and not be okay, let me see if I can go ahead and go forward. Yeah, so I can enjoy the scenery without worrying about driving and having to pay attention to the road and this and that and the other. But what I'm going to do first is take a train ride to, certain cities nearby me here and test out that theory and see if I agree with that, because, he was telling me, a couple of people were telling me actually that, trains stop and go. It may not be as quiet as I want it to be, private, you never know who's on the train, and you may have to share your space with somebody else, and this and that and the other. So I'm going to consider that as well. So I'm going to take some short train rides first, and then I'll consider whether I want to take long train rides and, kind of ride around across the country. I mean, not really across the country, but, across certain states, and get a feel and get an energy for where I want to live the second phase of my destiny. So I'm glad I brought you guys along on this. And that's what you need to do. Get out get out in your community and just be honest and look around. And I'm sorry, I got sinuses too. And that's another thing too, with stuff. See, there's stuff blooming, right? But I don't see it. Usually you can see the blooming in colors of the plants and flowers and trees. I don't see none of it that. Okay, all I see is kind of dead green trees. Aging trees as well. They're aging, which is natural. There's a natural process to these trees, by the way. They don't last forever. And so some of them, and people, you could tell people didn't consider that. They didn't consider the aging of certain trees and the life. See if you can see that tree there, that oak. See with the moss on it. So go around and inspect your environment. Look around and be just honest at what you see. Do you like what you see? Okay? Do you like all of this construction going on all the time? Why is there so much construction? Well, because there's so much crushing onto the infrastructure. So much movement on the infrastructure with all of our vehicles, the weight of our vehicles, the volume of people, the volume of footprints and footsteps. It's not quiet at night. That's an orange grove. But you would never know. For some reason, our orange trees stopped growing in this region, which is known for orange trees and orange juice. People used to privately have their own groves. Well, for some reason, suspiciously, that stopped. All of a sudden, there was a fungi that was released into private residence and their orange trees. Now, doesn't that sound weird? But it doesn't happen to the production of companies that specializes in orange and orange juice and such, that industry. But private residents growing their own oranges, grapefruit, lemon trees. It is rare that you can do that now. You can't find that nowhere in this state that is known for that type of agriculture. Okay, so, and I was gonna show you some of this stuff over here, but I'm not. But yes, so just be realistic about what you see. Pay attention more so to the infrastructure and the foundation. See how stuff is leaning, how trees are leaning. Okay, are sinkholes developing, possibly, or some other underground disturbances happening. Because yes, we're invading the underground in the interior of the planet. So at some point, stuff will start sinking. Stuff will start leaning. You'll see that on your on your property, looking for structural cracks and structural disturbances and this and that and the other. So it's real. And the color of the trees, look at the color of the trees. Come on. These trees do not look healthy and they do not look happy. All right. Usually these trees are vibrant in color and swaying to the harmony of the planet. But no, we want to replace it with, with buildings and buildings, apartments. Look at that. we just want to replace it with buildings. Always miss my turn when I'm over here, because I get mesmerized by nature, and when I'm driving I get into a kind of a meditative state, and it feels sometimes it feels good, but I got to pay attention. I do have to pay attention, but yeah, it just feels good for me when I'm driving. I didn't want to drive because it's put a lot of pressure on my back. I've been driving for years. In my last job as a first responder, that's all I was doing. But it may be better because I can pace myself more. So also, and just get a hotel and then take it from there. So I'm just giving you an update on my plans, and whoever is listening, coming along. It doesn't matter. Hopefully you're doing the same thing. You are documenting your existence. It's the best way you can, whether people are listening or not. You are, that way if something does happen to you or something happens to me, it's documented. Okay? Everything's time-stamped. Don't let them fool you. They have this technology now where everything's time-stamped. So if you say you're somewhere, it'll be proven. And more so if you got your face in front of the cell phone, they'll know, hey, okay, Michelle was here at this latitude and longitude, blah, 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 blah. So that's probably why when they were targeting me earlier in the year, last year or whatever, whoever knows, when they were targeting me, they couldn't substantiate that I was here or there or anywhere, that anything was happening. Because you know what? Michelle didn't do very much of anything once I retired. So they know everything you're searching for, everything that they know everything you do, every transaction you're doing is documented, it's time-stamped. So that's how you protect yourself too. And they won't tell you that they have this kind of technology. But trust me, if they're trying to look at this, just empty, wasteful, and not taken care of, you can tell. Concrete. But anyway, they know exactly where you are. They know exactly what you're doing. They have a timestamp and everything. So that's how you're protected. If somebody wants to accuse you of something and allege that you are this or that and the other, when you know damn well you're not. But people are going to keep bothering you. My point. They're not going to leave you alone. Everybody wants to justify why they need to be monitoring certain people. And why they need to be surveilling certain communities, and why they need to be targeting certain communities. They're going to find a reason to justify that. So you give them a reason, or give them what they're looking for, by just being yourself and doing your daily routines and not being concerned about it. And being as safe as possible, know where you're going. Always trust your instinct. Your instinct is going to save you. I'm telling you. My instinct is what saved me. Not necessarily what I see. I can see manipulation all around me. But my instincts is going to rev it up. And you're going to feel this like some type of sensation. Well, at least let me say for me, I always felt this sensation in my stomach. You know how it feels like your stomach is like something is dropping. And it's like almost an emergency broadcast. Okay? You get your own emergency broadcast in yourself. And that's how I know when I'm in danger and that something's going on in my environment. So always trust that. There is, it's there for a reason. Like I said, nature will respond to you as well and alert you to emergencies and stuff that you need to be on the lookout for. Okay, that's why pay attention to that. But like I said, with the owl, that's what I was talking about. That OWL, when it was in my yard, I knew it was there, and it scared the crap out of me. The crap. And so sometimes those certain type of unusual creatures or animals will come forward or alerting you to something. Okay, because we don't see those in our area. They usually stay in the northern part of this place, and I'm right in the almost I'm on the east, but sort of center east. So that was an alert tone right there when I heard that, and I got nervous and I ran into the house like a baby, acting like a little baby running in the house like I'm scared, because you don't see that. those are warnings. So I'm gonna go ahead and send peace and love right now. I'm at my appointment. I'm gonna go on up in here and see what these people want to tell me, and see what's up. And then trust me, I'll be back.